All right, got a coffee drink? Burger King this time. Good stuff. All right, we're running a little behind, so we got to get on the road. Alright guys, we are on the road here. I am on Highway 84. I am heading into Valdosta to catch I-75 headed north. And I figured I'd take a quick little chance here. I know I'm driving. Shay Carl, I'm sorry! I don't have an assistant this trip to hold my camera. I'm watching the road, I promise. I figured I would just take a quick moment here to explain kind of what I'm doing in detail in case none of you caught it. So as I've mentioned before, I am doing an online master's degree at Full Sail University. I am studying new media journalism, and it has come time to do my thesis project, my capstone, the final big project. The topic of my capstone project is an exploration of the question of whether or not video gamers are athletes. You may have been staring at my shoulder there. I apologize. Again, I'm watching the road. I can't see what the camera's looking at. An exploration of the question of whether or not video gamers are athletes, especially professional gamers. So, exploring this question of whether or not video gamers are athletes, one of the main things I'm going to be doing is attending the MomoCon video game and anime convention in Atlanta, Georgia on Memorial Day weekend. I emailed them about whether I could come out as a member of the press. They were very nice, but told me that unfortunately, I think mainly because I'm a student, they won't be able to invite me as a member of the press. However, that I was welcome to register as a guest and then gather whatever footage I needed to. So like once I was paid and I was there, I could basically do whatever I want. So I was talking to them about that, and I was saying like, I'm going to need to gather a bunch of interviews. Is there any way you can help me with that or anything? And they were basically saying they're going to be really busy. They're not sure what interviews I'll be able to get on site. And then the guy goes, well, are you busy Saturday? Because I have a gaming bar in Marietta called Babble and Brew, and I do a show there from 6 to 9. And if you can come out this Saturday, basically everybody from MomoCon is going to be there, and you can get a metric ton of interviews. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm driving 4 hours up the road to Marietta to get some interviews on my thesis. It's big, it's kind of scary, like I said, getting started on this huge, massive project that's the culmination of this past year of learning. But that's what I'm doing. Alright guys, I'm almost in Valdosta. I'm about to hit 75 north, so here we go. I got on I-75. This is I-75 by the way. I know, I'm not going to vlog long while I'm driving on the interstate, but I got on I-75 basically at exit 17. I need to get off of 75 at exit 263. Yay. Strippers! Need we say more? As seen on Jerry Springer. Hey there everybody, on 75, so I definitely really can't look at the camera. I am somewhere around exit 82. Getting there, plugging through. I've had a bio break already. Might be getting near another one actually. I know, TMI. Yeah. Looking kind of cloudy. Hope it doesn't rain because that would be an unwanted challenge. Here, have a couple minutes, a minute or so of driving along 75. Listening to American Family Radio, 89.3. First channel change I had to make. Lost 88.1, picked up 89.3. Not bad. Just entering Turner County, Hat Creek. I thought that said Hat Check, and I was like, I've got one in Zach. 9 miles from exit 84. which off the top of my head would put me on like mile 75.
Messenger board, religious expression. Have you ever wondered why mainstream media seems biased against Christianity?
Alright guys, we're plugging through. I'm gonna check in on the next break. Exit 75. I was right. Haha, I'm good at the math. Rest area number 10, Turner County. Hey everybody, how's it going? Drive's going fairly well. I have to admit, this is the first time that I've made this substantial of a drive by myself. I did drive the entire way to Atlanta and back when Tina and I went to the Braves game, but Tina was with me, and I was talking to her and everything. It's kind of a different animal when you're on your own. It's a bit of a challenge, but I've got the radio, we got the AC, we're kicking. I only got about 5 hours of sleep, which is disappointing. Disappointing. I wish I had gotten more sleep before this. I am contemplating at this point whether or not I will need to grab a little motel room up around Marietta once I am done with the Battle and Brew thing, because it'll be a 5-hour drive back. I'll be getting back in at like 1 or 2 in the morning. That's rough. I don't know if I'm going to do that. We'll see. Alright, can't stop long. I'm running just about on time here, so I got to get back on the road. I will talk to you guys at the next stop. That is mile marker 100. This is when you're on a trip this long, you think of milestones. The first milestone we come up with, triple digits! There's exit 101. We have reached triple digits. Around exit 156, I get off of 75 to 475 to take a bypass. So that's the next milestone. But yep, milestones, triple digits. Another little quick rest stop. To be perfectly honest, I'm not entirely sure where I am. I'm about 10 to 15 miles from the I-475 interchange, or bypass, or however you say that. I know I'm near Warner Robins, Georgia. I almost was really good. I almost grabbed a Smart Water, and then I was like, oh, Java Monster, Irish blend. Gonna give that a try. Oh, that is really good. Java Monster Irish blend, really good. Alright, gotta get back on the road. Gotta hurry up here. Gotta get on the road. I love these massive hills. These hills of northern Georgia. I think I'm just about northern Georgia now. Just go down, down, down. And I don't know if South Georgia is like elevated, but it seems like I've gone down 4 or 5 of these hills without ever really going back up too far. I just love the views and the vistas and just the rolling downhill. It's also good for the gas mileage. You can see there, I think you can see it anyway. Get up over 50 miles per gallon down these big hills. Approaching 155, 156 is going to be my bypass to 475. So, gotta run. Alright. You're going to see it here, guys. Exit 156, north, I-475 Atlanta, 1 mile. Well, it happens, doesn't it? I actually got a little heads up about this thanks to a traffic sign on 75. There's a wreck that has blocked the 2 right lanes, hence me getting into the left. You know, first and foremost, before I say anything else, let me say that I hope that the people involved in the accident are okay. You know, you never want to complain about time and whatever and just be so insensitive to the fact that you know, people could be seriously hurt, you know. They're a lot more inconvenienced than you are, put it that way. Plus, the complaint I am about to make, because you can sense a complaint coming, also needs to factor in the fact that I got out of bed an hour late, and I got out the door an hour late. I didn't really start to get rolling until 2 o'clock, and I wanted to be rolling at 1 o'clock, so all that factored in. All of that said, it is currently almost 5 o'clock. It is 4:53, And I was hoping to be in Marietta at 5:30. Obviously, that's not going to happen now. That wasn't going to happen even if it was smooth rolling. But yeah, with nearly deadlocked traffic. Yep. It looks like a lot of people got the same memo I did, because you have that right lane over there of people probably trying to get off at the next exit, either because they need to. Sudden dramatic increase in video quality! Yeah, so I was charging my vlogging camera's battery all night. It charged for at least 4 or 5 hours, and it died. It died on me here in traffic. So now I'm on to my Full Sail camera. I just formatted the internal memory. It has got a ton. It's got like 4 or 5 hours probably of video, so it's no danger to the project for me to do this. So what I was saying is, it's funny that the traffic is kind of divided, as you can see here, between the lane over there, people trying to get to the exit, many of which seem to actually be using the accident lane. I don't know what you call that, the shoulder, at least. And then there's us here in this lane, those of us that need to get down the road, and heard that the right 2 lanes were blocked. Then you have these people up here in the middle that are going, I wonder why people aren't using the middle. And then they get up to where it's blocked and they go, oh, I need you to let me in. That annoys me. Since we have time for story time here. When I lived in Orlando and I was working at Disney, there was this one lane of the road near where I would go home. And I mean, like the entire year or so I lived there, it was under construction. And, you know, you would have to merge over. There was a lane closed. And around rush hour, that would get kind of blocked up, as I'm sure you can imagine. And if you've driven it a lot, you just knew to be in the right lane. And then every time, you know, you'd be in this traffic jam of people in the right lane, and you have these people buzzing by you in the left lane, and then they get up to the end and it'd be like, oh, let me in, let me in. It's like, if you see the huge line of cars in a lane, don't you realize that people, you know, understand the traffic situation? It's like, just get in line. Don't be impatient. Just get in line. Don't be impatient, he said minutes after complaining about being late and not being able to get there. I am near Macon, Georgia, exit 3 of I-475. And for once, I think people are regretting taking the bypass. Should have just stayed on 75. I think even going through Macon, it would have been faster than taking this bypass. This is about where I got on. I mean, well, this is probably the beginning of 475. So I need to get to about exit 16, or well, I don't know if it's going to be an exit to merge back onto 75, but I need to get 16 miles down 475. All right, so I'm going to go. I'll get you guys updated when I can. It's a little harder for me to use the Full Sail camera to vlog with because it's heavier, but I'll let you know when I have something to tell you. At this point, I'm trying really hard to stay patient. Just gonna be honest with you guys. I want to be honest with the almost interestingers, the AIers, I might call you guys. Trying really hard to stay patient. You know how they say sometimes to like always try to find something to be grateful for, even in tricky situations. We have been, for the most part, moving. The longest we've been stopped is like a minute. We are continuing to move, just not very fast. As you can see, you know, if you see the window there, you know, we move up about 30, 40 feet every 10 seconds or so. What's going on? I remember, like I said, the sign on 75 said that the right 2 lanes were blocked. So 3 lanes of traffic are basically becoming 1. So that's what's going on, you know. They're working these together, and then then you probably get to the accident, and then past the accident it'll be fine. So I'm trying really hard to stay patient. It's frustrating. I feel kind of unprofessional. I know I'm going to be late. I had a funny thought, though, and this is how you kind of have to think of life in both ways. You know, I said I got on the road at like 2 when I wanted to get on the road at like 1. And I was like, if I had gotten on the road at 1, I might not, you know, I might have been ahead of all of this. And then I thought, if I had gotten on the road at 1, I might have been in that accident. So, you never know. Everything happens for a reason, I believe that. Still on 475. Still caught in traffic. Trying really hard to get to Battle and Brew. Tell you more when it happens.
No shadow comes without the light, making no...
Sometimes I come across as really cheerful, really chipper, you know, really happy. But these vlogs are about what's real, and right now I want you to know what I'm thinking about. At this particular moment, we're not moving, we're kind of stop and go. The dude's radio show that he invited me out for begins in 20 minutes, and I'm probably a good hour or so away. I have really, really badly got to pee, and I am seriously frustrated. I am really, I can't see any sort of end in sight to this traffic jam. And I'm just really aggravated. I really just want to get back on the road, rolling. And now it's starting to rain. Fantastic. All right, let me drive.